Alright, how's it going everyone? Hope you're doing well. Now, there's been some pretty stupid drama between SomeOrdinaryGamers, a commentary YouTuber, and HasanAbi, a political Twitch streamer. The whole thing is such a stretch, so let's just go over what happened. Okay, so first of all, someone released a video talking about YouTubers who have backed the genocide, and then you see on the thumbnail there's SomeOrdinaryGamers on it. And you might be as surprised as me seeing a guy that posts stuff about cybersecurity and dumb shit he finds online to be listed as a YouTuber who backed the genocide. Well, we'll go over in just a second. Now, what really sparked some drama on Twitter is Hasan giving a shout out to this video, saying, "Great video, give it a watch." So some ordinary gamers ultimately saw this and decided to reply saying, "I get watching other people's videos is all you're really good at, but try vetting out slander before promoting. I have never defended or backed the Israeli genocide on innocent Gazans. Never will I ever." Now, to understand this better, we need to see the video that sparked this debate in the first place. It was a video posted by some ordinary gamers about 4 months ago, titled "Twitch is a disgustingly evil platform." And right off the bat, he's saying he usually doesn't upload these sorts of videos. He says he's not an expert on politics.
It's one of the reasons why I don't really go into these topics, because I'm a fat Indian guy whose background is computer science and cybersecurity. That's all I know, okay? That's where I come down to. It's either that or playing video games. I'm not a global expert on anything, which is why I really don't talk about these situations.
Now, in his video, he basically goes over some messed up things that happened on Twitch and just reports on it. One of the first things he talks about in his video is the recent ban on Asmongold for some pretty hot takes. He was basically saying that Muslims and Palestinians come from an inferior culture, which, you know, it's pretty wild to say.
If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways.
Now, this is what he has to say about it, which Hasan criticized.
So obviously Asmongold walked it back, apologized, and said, "My bad. Of course, no one deserves to have their life destroyed, even if they do things, or have views I find regressive." So, in this situation, one could, if they were to extend the charitability, could say that Asmongold was probably referring to extremists in the Islamic religion, and their view on people in the LGBTQ camp, alright? As you all know, religious fundamentalists, whether you're in Islam or any religion, probably don't take too kindly to people that are gay, and that's probably what Asmongold was going for. Now, obviously, his idea of conflating this was probably not the smartest way to handle the situation, and that's pretty much how the situation ended up going.
This was one of the main points from these guys, to say that he backed the genocide by sort of downplaying what Asmongold said about the inferior cultures. So apparently doing that means he backed the genocide, so he stapled some ordinary gamers as like this super evil dude and warranted having him on that thumbnail. Later in his video, he starts talking about how Twitch is an evil platform for banning people like Asmongold for saying stuff like this, but never actually doing anything about people saying absolute crap about the other side. Basically saying that you can say whatever you want on Twitch as long as it aligns with their agenda. Because if you guys remember, I talked about this streamer Frogan, who is a complete imbecile that said US veterans should all get PTSD and don't deserve healthcare. Other things he went over in his video is how Hasan brought over a guest, this one guy that is basically a criminal. That's what he is. He's like a legit pirate that hops on ships. And he's basically cracking jokes with him and never once disputes the ideologies he has. So he's basically just glorifying a legit criminal.
They win over the crews on these ships, and they like win them over with their charm, and they make them hate America and the US government.
That's so funny. Think about China. Does he know anything about China?
He's saying he hasn't spent much time with Chinese people, but one of the captain was Chinese, and he did qat with them, and he danced to music with them, and he was vibing, so he likes him, yeah.
So I mean, what? That's so crazy. So they're just fucking chilling with the captains? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I just want to reiterate that we're talking about somebody that has been taken hostage, who, quote unquote, is being chilled with. And again, this is just right on Twitch.
And Hasan justifies this by saying he grew up his entire life with horrors and atrocities, so it's justified he became a pirate. It's the same thing that happened with Pablo Escobar. He got so glorified by all these movies and all these series like Narcos on Netflix, and it just makes some people admire him, which, you know, is not particularly great when you consider this guy was a cold-blooded killer that tortured people and exported such insane quantities of drugs that probably killed thousands of people. So these are like all the main points SomeOrdinaryGamers goes over in his video. Now Hasan responded on Twitter saying, "We were a year into genocide here. This was your only video on the topic. It downplayed it and ran defense for Armand stakes, while the bulk of your commentary revolved around how evil the pro-Palestinian streamers were, from clips you compiled off snark reddits." I don't know, this whole thing is so stupid in my opinion. Just trying to make drama out of anything. That's what Hasan always does, makes pointless drama from everything and blows everything out of proportions every time. Just because SomeOrdinaryGamers didn't go ham on Asmongold for his takes, apparently that means he's pro-Israel and backs up genocides. And he said it himself, he's not a political channel, his content is just gaming, cybersecurity and stuff about computers. So why does he care so much about what a channel like that had to say about all of this? Hasan claims to be this political Jesus sent on earth by God and yet gets mad at something so minuscule. It's like seeing a 5-year-old and you start getting mad at him because he said he wanted to watch cartoons instead of explaining the laws of the universe and quantum physics to you. SomeOrdinaryGamers is a gaming channel and you shouldn't take what he has to say about a topic he's not an expert on so hard. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, drop a like and I'll see you next time.